Today we're going to be talking about oxidation states. These are the learning outcomes. The first one is to understand what oxidation state is. Second one is to be able to deduce the oxidation states of an atom in an ion or a compound. Then you have to be able to explain why the oxidation state of an element is zero. Oxidation state is defined via the IB chemistry syllabus as a number assigned to an atom to show the number of electrons transferred in forming a bond. It is the charge that an atom would have if the compound were composed of ions. And in oxidation states, the sign is always written first. Note that oxidation state is different from the charge given to a compound, such as in CO3 2-, where the sign is written after the number. There are some rules when considering oxidation states. The first one is that the more electronegative atoms are given the negative oxidation states, such as in MgCl2, Mg has an electronegativity of 1.3 and Cl has an electronegativity of 3.2. Since chlorine is more electronegative, it gets the negative oxidation state, which is -1 per chlorine atom. Rule number 2 is that any free element has an oxidation state of 0, such as in H2, which is commonly found in the atmosphere. In H2, each hydrogen atom has an electronegativity of 2.2. Therefore, the electrons are shared evenly between the two hydrogen atoms, and thus the oxidation state is 0. Rule number 3 is that the sum of oxidation state in a neutral compound is 0, or if it does have a charge, the sum of the oxidation state is equal to that charge. This is shown in CO3 2-, where the oxygen has an oxidation state of -2 each. There's 3 oxygen atoms, so 3 times -2 would be -6. Thus, we can tell that C would have an oxidation state of +4 because +4 minus 6 equals to -2, which matches the overall charge given to that compound, to that ion. Rule number 4 is that oxidation state of fluorine is always -1. This is because fluorine has the most electronegativity out of all the elements in the periodic table, and so this won't change for any of the compounds or ions you see. Rule number 5 is that group 1 metals such as sodium has an oxidation state of +1, and group number 2 metals such as magnesium has an oxidation state of +2. Rule number 6 is that oxygen has a pattern, seeing that its oxidation state is generally a -2, but there are 2 exceptions that you have to know. The first one is in OF2, where fluorine is more electronegative, so oxygen is given the oxidation state of +2. And the other one is in hydrogen peroxide, H2O2, where oxygen is given the oxidation state of -1. The last rule you have to remember is that hydrogen is given an oxidation state of +1 or -1, and the sign depends if it has combined with a more electronegative element or not. For example, hydrogen is given the oxidation state of +1 when it combines with more electronegative elements. In the case where hydrogen combines with a less electronegative element and is given the oxidation state of -1, this is called an hydride ion. And with that last rule, this finishes our presentation. Thank you for listening.